My name is Jesse, and I work with small businesses in the government marketplace. You're listening to FedBiz 5, where you get informed, get connected, and get results on everything government contracting. The hot topic for today's episode is state and local contracting opportunities and how to properly engage them to win government awards. We reintroduce FedBiz Access's Tracy Plant. How are you, Tracy?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
So last episode, we dug into marketing your business's products or services for federal contracting opportunities. We touched base on the Federal Connections marketing campaign. I understand for many small businesses, a great way to get started in government contracting is to start at the state and local level to help build your government resume. Do you agree? And can you tell us why?
Sure. I do agree to an extent. There is, most people that get into contracting, a lot of people want to work with the federal government. They see the money, the dollar signs, the trillions of dollars that go through the federal government. However, it's not as easy as get registered and bid on a contract because agencies buy from who they know. So it takes time to develop those relationships like we talked about in the Federal Connections podcast. However, one big thing that they are is risk adverse. So your past performance is always going to come into play. They're going to vet you and they're going to look at you based on what you've done so far. Getting in on the state and local level and kind of building up a resume on that level makes it a little easier. That's great past performance that you've worked on a government level, even if it is the state and local. Not to mention, it could be a little bit easier, a little less competition. State and local government like to keep money within their economy, so they like to hire people that are from their state and that are local small businesses in their area. There's better chances of meet and greets, like being able to actually go and meet up with somebody to sell yourself to them as a viable source to fulfill their needs. There's also different things in the area that you can go to, like trade shows, things like that. So getting in with the state and local level could be, it's still hard work, obviously, to put yourself out there, to market yourself to the state and local level, but it's also a very good stepping stone because it builds that past performance that federal contractors will look at and say, this is great that they've actually worked on a government level before. It kind of puts their risk siren down, kind of, if you will, or their risk antennas or whatever kind of drops a little bit when they see that you've worked on a government level before.
Great. That makes a lot of sense. Can you tell us how small businesses can successfully market their products or services for the state and local opportunities? Is it something that's easy to do?
Marketing is never easy. So again, finding the opportunities, the biggest thing I think for anybody, a lot of people like to look at bids that are coming out. I think it's easier to look at historical data, look at who's fulfilled the contracts or the purchase orders or anything within the state and local level, who fulfilled it in the past, like who is the person that signed a purchase order for this construction or IT or medical supplies, previously for this state or local government, and find out who that person is. See if you can, either, do an email to them, sending them a capability statement of who you are, what you do. Also asking to do a capabilities briefing in person, meet up with them and market yourself. So it's not easy. I mean, getting work and putting yourself out there, especially with government, because it's very competitive. There's a lot of people out there that want to work with the government because, again, there's lots of dollar signs out there and lots of money that's spent throughout the state, local, federal governments. So marketing yourself, it's not easy. It's hard work, but the payoff obviously is worth it because you get in with one state or local government agency and you do a great job. Guess who they're going to call next time they need work?
As always, Tracy Plant comes with the knowledge. Thanks for once again coming on.
Absolutely. It's what we do.
We're just getting started, so be sure to tune into our next episode. This concludes this week's episode of FedBiz 5, where you get informed, get connected, and get results. Today's podcast is sponsored by FedBiz Access, government contracting made simple. Visit them at fedbizaccess.com or contact them at 888-299-4498.